Hi, welcome to the Hot Splice podcast brought to you by Pizza Today magazine. I'm Kate Lavin, senior editor of Pizza Today, and I'm joined by Denise Greer, executive editor. Hi, Denise.
Hello, Kate. How are we doing?
Great. How are you?
I am well. Fall is coming, so it's my favorite time of the year. So I'm super excited. We have National Pizza Month coming. We got
Woo!
Pizza Expo Columbus coming. So it is an exciting time to be
It
in
certainly
pizza.
is. Yeah, we also had a fun conversation that we're bringing to you on the podcast today.
Yes, we did. And I can't wait to get into the guests. But before I get into the guests, let's hit on a couple things because National Pizza Month is coming sooner than later. So if you want to get in on being able to promote National Pizza Month to your guests, and it is proven that you can get a bump in sales by participating and joining like a lot of the little fun marketing ideas that you can do. So we've created a toolkit for you. And that's at pizzatoday.com/National Pizza Month. It'll be all over the homepage here soon. So take a look at that and see how you can use it to help promote, because a lot of that stuff is customizable to your pizzeria. And also we have some things lined up for National Pizza Month. We are going to be celebrating you, the pizzeria, this month in October, because we want to highlight really that pizzerias are the center of their communities, right, Kate?
That's for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, so we're excited about that. And then the other thing is make sure that you register for Pizza Expo Columbus. We are stoked to go to Columbus. Cannot wait. It's going to be a fun time. And I'm really looking forward to the breadsticks and garlic knots challenge. I keep saying that.
Oh, definitely. And dessert pizza.
And dessert pizza too. I'm excited for all of it. I'm gonna eat all of it. So
Absolutely.
that's cool. So our guest today on the show is Erica Bell, and she's the GM and Pizzaiola at Double Zero Pie and Pub there in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm gonna tell you what, Double Zero has had just a whirlwind year this year. They have been just knocking it out of the park, getting named top 50. They did well in Las Vegas at the show, in competitions. They've just continued to just grow and grow. And a lot of people think Vegas, they think tourism, they think the Strip. And Double Zero really shows you that there's way more to Vegas than just the tourism.
Absolutely. I believe Erica called it a hidden gem in Chinatown.
It is. And I'm going to tell you what, she was a pleasure to talk to because she had so many of those nuggets. You can tell she is just a really good leader. And you, kind of a little fun thing is I'm writing an article for the October issue about leadership traits. And I was listening to her talk and I'm like, oh, she is just hitting on all of those leadership traits and just being a good role model for her staff and really engaging and coaching her staff. And I love her approach.
For sure. And how she lets everyone be creative.
Yes, exactly. Like everyone feels a part of that pizzeria, which is what you want. I mean, you want people to buy into your organization, to buy into your business. And there's definitely that on an employee level, and it's really neat to see. So let's just jump right into our conversation because she talked for a good half hour. So we'll jump right in.
Let's do it.
Are you ready to elevate your bakeware game? Spokane, Washington-based Lloyd Pans is the trusted name for professionals and home chefs alike. For over 40 years, Lloyd Pans has been creating innovative food service, bakeware, and pizza pans and tools designed to deliver perfect results every time. Whether it's crispy golden pizza crusts or perfectly baked pastries, Lloyd Pans' durable, stick-resistant, and proprietary pan finishes are a game changer. Visit lloydpans.com to explore our full lineup and find your perfect pan today. Need shipping quotes or custom products? Email sales@lloydpans.com for personalized service. Performance Food Service is proud to deliver high-quality products, innovative technology, and custom operational solutions to restaurants of all sizes across the country. The flagship division of Performance Food Group, with deep roots in the restaurant industry, Performance Food Service has been the exclusive distributor of the Roma family of brands for more than 65 years. This signature relationship has allowed Performance Food Service to become a leader in the pizza and Italian segment of food service nationwide.
Well, hey, Erica, thank you for coming on to the show today. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. That was a fun reach out. I was like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you've been on my list for a while. Like I have all
Cool.
these lists of people that I want to reach out to and get them on the podcast, and you've definitely been one that I've wanted to reach out to. And you've kind of had a whirlwind, like since spring to now, of things that have been happening.
Yeah.
There at Double Zero, and just what's been going on with you. So, tell us a little bit about what's been happening. I saw you guys got top 50.
Mhm.
You placed well at Pizza Expo. What's all been happening?
Yeah, I mean, from March till now, I can't believe it's the middle of the year already, to be honest, or past that. Not even middle of the year. Anyways, Expo was amazing. Competed. A couple of my team members at Double Zero competed too.
Yes.
That was just super exciting. It was my first year competing. I placed pretty well. I was in cheese slice. I got 15th. And then I placed fifth in the region, which was exciting. And then right after that, we found out that we were nominated for 50 Top Pizza again,
Hmm.
second year, which always just changes things, And when you find out you're nominated, you
Hmm.
can't tell anyone. So,
I
so
know
I
we
didn't
do that.
tell
We do
my
that to people all the time with the magazine. We're like, yeah, this is you, but don't tell anyone yet.
So I couldn't tell anyone, couldn't tell my team. I could only tell my partners and leadership.
Uh-huh.
And then July, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna be gone for July because I'm going to New York to see where we place in 50 Top. And we like had a big celebration at the shop. And then when I came back home, it was 4th of July. So we threw a little barbecue and celebrated. We placed 43rd out of
Hmm.
50 in our second year, which is two spots lower than we were, two spots lower on the list where you want to be. You want to keep going down.
Yeah.
Um, so that was a huge accomplishment there. And since July, when we announced that, business just took off, and
Hmm.
we've had a lot of internal growth and like changes, and with that is always challenges.
Yeah.
But I tell you right now, my team is just amazing. I've got all the right people in the right places. I'm just always so excited to go to the shop, make some pizza,
Yeah.
talk to our community, talk to our guests. And I have two really talented chefs on our
Hmm.
team right now. So we're getting more excited about specials and trying different things and
Yeah.
expanding the menu. So it's been amazing. And we're actually launching lunch tomorrow. So
Oh wow, lunch
yeah.
lunch is huge because I know that you were mostly a dinner spot before, and so you've brought like 20 topics that I want to talk about just in what you've said. So, but let's go back to your top. So the top 50. Um, so it was only your second year, and in both years you placed really well in the top 50, which is amazing to be such a young pizzeria and to just continually get that international recognition. But the one thing I wanted to say is you went back and you did a $4.30 pizza. And I have to know for myself, what kind of wild ride was that?
I have an events background. I've
Okay.
gotten to work in culinary and events, so like music festivals, kind of that scale. So when my team and I were like, "What are we gonna do? Like, how are we gonna give back? How are we gonna throw a party?"
Hmm.
One of my VPs was like, "You should sell pizzas for $4.30 because you placed 43rd." And I was like, "Let's do it." So, excuse me, my production brain was like, "Yeah, no problem." My team was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? How are we going to do that?"
Yeah, because my brain almost exploded because, I'm used to paying 20 to $30 for a pizza. And so the idea that one is $4.30 on your caliber of pizza is just
Yeah,
insane. It's awesome.
it's the community give back,
Yeah.
right? Like
Oh,
we
absolutely.
wouldn't we wouldn't be in this position without our community
Mm-hmm.
talking about us, eating our food, raving about us, sharing and posting about us. Like, so why not produce amazing 50 top award-winning pizza and give it to our loyal community fans and newcomers and give them a taste of what that is. You know what I mean? Like, it was the best marketing campaign you could do. And for us, it was just filled with love and joy.
Yeah.
Like it was very cool. Laura Meyer, Nicole Bean, and Stephanie Swan came in.
Nice.
And now you're talking about three amazing women that
Yeah.
have been in industry for ever
Yeah.
and have worked since, Laura and I learned a lot about, she's worked in pizza since she was 16. So they're
Mm-hmm.
sitting down and they're eating. And of course, I see them right away, get them sad. I bring them over drinks. I'm chatting them up. And they're just sitting there and they're like, everybody's so calm. Like, our staff is so calm. They're not moving around with their heads cut off. So
Yeah. How
just
did you make that happen?
this is how I did it. We had a line, like that was the whole goal. Let's cue a line, right? Let's
Mm-hmm.
get a drone out there, cue a line. Like, it's crazy. I had water bottles on deck for folks that were waiting outside in
Yeah.
line. We were
Uh-huh.
giving out drink coupons for the people that were waiting in line for a long time. So as soon as they got in, the experience was zoned. I
Mm-hmm.
had the front of house team was zone one, the dining room and bar was zone two, the kitchen was zone three, the back kitchen was zone four. And I told my team, I go, don't leave your zone.
Mm-hmm.
These are the responsibilities for you and your zone.
Yeah.
Just handle your responsibilities. And then with that plan, everybody was like, all right, this is my job today. This is all I have to do. Sweet. And then that way it freed up everyone to not be overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like, we got to get drinks and pizza out as fast as we can. That was the most stressful part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, the guest experience and getting people in and out
Yeah.
was perfectly done because of zoning. And then we were encouraging people that were coming in to just be like, hey, you could take this to go. And so we had pizzas on deck that were hot and ready. We
Oh,
called them
wow.
hot and
Hot and
ready.
ready.
And if they, we checked them out. Oh, you just want a margarita and a funky? Boom, here you go. And then we just take off. And they got their complimentary cocktail or beverage. They drank that while they waited the 3 minutes to get their pizza, and then they took off. It was just planned well. And again, like, I have the right people in the right places, and everybody was there to just have fun. We knew that it was going to be a party and we just
Yeah.
wanted to have a good time, but more importantly, like, let's just show all these new faces and all these regulars of people that just
Mm-hmm.
waited in line forever. Like, let's just show them a bunch of hospitality and be caring and
Yeah.
make sure they have a good experience. And it just worked out so well. It was wild.
That's amazing because it could have gone so many different ways if you didn't have that organizational structure that you did. It could have been just an insane, just nightmare. So congrats to you on being able to pull off such an amazing event. How many pizzas did you end up doing out of that?
We sold a little over 400 pizzas, so we sold 100 pizzas an hour. We sold
Wow.
My
out.
goodness.
Yeah, we opened at 3, and so we sold out 4 hours later.
Wow.
Wow.
That's insane. I was gonna say, at some point you had to just run out of dough, right?
Yeah, I mean, we we doubled our par that we
Uh,
usually.
yeah.
We rolled over some dough too, and what I told my pizzaiolos, I was like, just make 5 of each style in a row.
Hmm.
Boom. Like, so then for them, it's just like, all right, we're on pepperoni, 5. Now we're
Yeah.
on margarita, 5. We're on fungi, 5. So
Yeah.
then everything was always flowing because you knew, like, people are just gonna, if one adult gets one ticket, the chances are we're gonna just keep selling them in that kind of cadence.
Hmm.
It was fine.
That's awesome.
Did you have a more limited menu on that day just to make sure you could accommodate everybody?
Yeah, we did 6 pizzas out of the 11 we have, or was
Hmm.
it 5? So we did our top 3 sellers are our fungi, our pepperoni, and our margarita. And then we did our diavola and
Hmm.
I believe our short rib. So we only did 5.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then for antipasties, we limited it down to like just our salads,
Yeah.
easy things that we could send out in the back. And then our beverage menu was just stayed wide open because you just didn't know what people wanted.
Oh wow. I
Yeah.
did not make it over there this Pizza Expo season. It just gets so hairy with Pizza Expo for us.
Yeah.
This year I'm gonna make it a point.
I'm with
Kate,
you.
we're going. We're gonna
Let's
go
let's
over
do it.
just so we can make sure that we try it because your pizza looks amazing. Like the style is just it's a very unique pizza. And it looks amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, you definitely come down. Please try it.
What's it
I'll
like
spoil you. I want to hear all about it.
for sure?
Exactly.
What's it like running the restaurant during Pizza Expo week?
It's fun. It's busy. So while me and maybe some of my team members are competing, we are prepping for that week, and we typically get some some ancillary events
Hmm.
that are at Expo. So last year we worked with Gulthera and
Hmm.
Beverly Hills Cheese Shop when we did a little cool aperitivo party.
Oh,
Uh,
cool.
the previous year we did a big honor for John Arena. Um,
Yeah.
and got all the pizza guys in there. That was wild. It was like, I follow all of you guys on Instagram and you're all here right now. This is crazy.
I know it's crazy,
Um,
isn't it?
and so between we just run regular service. So maybe now that we have lunch, maybe we'll modify on certain days to not have lunch just so we could participate still at Expo
Hmm.
and then come back for dinner service. So we'll see. But I always try to jam pack it full of experiences. So
Hmm.
the more ancillary events, like maybe we could get women in pizza to come over. Maybe I could get a pizza maker to come do a oven takeover or something and like do a special menu. But the city and it being Vegas, there's so much action
Hmm.
after Expo. So I'm just
Yeah.
trying to get people that like I align with that
Yeah.
kind of style to come in and do something fun. So
Oh, see, that works. Then you had mentioned lunch, so I've got to ask you about your lunch program. So, what made you want to start a lunch program, and does your menu differ very much from your dinner menu?
yeah, so lunch for us has always been kind of a goal and priority.
Hmm.
In our business we take a lot of time and approach to certain things,
Yeah.
and expanding to lunch, I think we were all really eager to get it off the ground, and we're in our second year, so um, we're excited about it. It's going to open up our business into a whole nother area. Obviously we're in Chinatown, which is a really unique spot, and I speak about it often, where I'm like, we're a hidden gem in Chinatown. uh,
Hmm.
there's just so
Like
much.
one of the only pizza places in that
Yeah,
area. Yeah.
really. I mean, you got to find another pizza place. You're probably like a 10-minute ride to somewhere.
Wow.
But there's so much great food in Chinatown, and
Hmm.
kind of close to the medical district
Yeah.
and office spaces. So for a long time, I was like, we need to do lunch. Like we don't even know what's
Yeah.
on out there, and lunch is a whole nother marketing strategy to get more awareness.
Yeah.
Um, as our menu goes, we're doing sandwiches.
Oh, yeah. Of course you're doing sandwiches.
So we tested them for a while. We're gonna do two piadinas. It's gonna be a meatball piadina and an eggplant caponata piadina, and then of
Mm.
course we have a classic like Italian cold cut,
Oh,
and then
nice.
have a Chicago hot beef dip.
Hmm.
And I did that because literally I've been getting hit by the bear, the TV
Uh-huh.
show,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like they're talking, and every time I watch it, I go, I wonder what that sandwich tastes like. Like their beef sandwich, and then it just turned in my head. I was like, let's just make one.
Yeah.
So
How's the testing going with that?
yeah, like we have killer short rib for our short rib pizza. So I was just like, "Oh, let's just tweak a couple things and we'll go hot beef with a jus dip. It's awesome. So
Oh.
that's on there. We're gonna do salads, of course, some desserts, and then you get a pizza pint combo. So you can get a
Hmm.
margarita pizza with our 00 lager for $22.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
try to be affordable in some sort of way. But yeah, that's the menu, and me, my kitchen manager, who's my sous chef, him and I are gonna run lunch, just us, for the
Yeah.
next days and see how it goes, and
Yeah.
then move a whole lunch team into motion. So it'll be fun. We'll be making sandwiches for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, that's fun. What had to be in place for you to want to launch your you said that, it was a building thing. You wanted to make sure that you got there before you did lunch. What were some of those things that you really needed to have tackled before you added a whole nother service?
It's education.
Hmm.
I think it's education and bandwidth.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that by just having like staff.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have the staff with the passion and drive and creativity? Do they have the bandwidth to do that? You
Yes.
know, I try to be very thoughtful in everything that we do, and I always think of my thoughtfulness as far as my culture and how much my team can take. And
Mhm.
and I say this very often. I try to say it a lot so it sticks in people's brains, but you really have to have the right people in the right places in order to, because that's your foundation. My team is my foundation for the success of the business. So if my team isn't feeling confident with certain things, then we know, you can already predict they're probably going to fail, and that's going to set us back in business, or we're going to put out a product that isn't 50 top,
Yeah.
that it's to the standards and calibers that we are so passionate about chasing and holding. So now with this team and how creative and experienced they are, we can be like, all right, this is lunch, this is how you build it, this is what we're doing, and then have the front of house team be just as excited for it
Yeah.
and sell it like crazy. So every all the lights turn green, and so we're like, run, go, go, go.
Yeah. You're like, I gotta do it. That's fun.
What was the process of getting the right people into the right places? How long do you feel like that took?
It's a really good question. I don't think, well, timing is always everything. Shifting people from, different positions, or shifting people out and bringing people in, it's definitely it. This is what I had a conversation with my team yesterday. I was like, we have to understand how people learn
Hmm.
and do their job, right? Like, as leaders, we can't get upset with someone because the way they learn is different than the way we learn. And
Yeah.
common sense isn't so common, right? Like, that individual's common sense isn't as common as my common sense to
Yeah.
me, experiences. And it's pretty surprising how people don't understand that about others.
I
So
know, right?
so once I understood my champions in the house, then it kind of elevated. I put pressure on myself to elevate, and how do I teach myself to be a better teacher to them? And
Mhm.
so timeline wise, I think in the last 6 months, maybe 4 months, is when I was like, okay, this we're this needs to change. This is doing strong. If I move these pieces around,
Yeah.
boom. And it kind of organically all happened on its own. And once everything felt right, and I really go by gut here,
Yeah.
I'm a big communicator. I don't micromanage, but my expectations are pretty high. If I say, this is the process, this is the SOP, here's all the information. And if you don't know, or you lack confidence in something, call me. If they do that, then boom, we just take off. So
Yeah.
the last 6 months, big shifts and changes. The last 3 months, just people rising up and feeling the love and support from each other, not just me, but each
Yeah.
other. Like, we're just running at full speed ahead, just feeling good.
That's amazing. So where did that come from with you? Where did your leadership come from? I know you have a varied background. So kind of get how did you get to where you are, and kind of what's driven you to want to be this kind of a leader?
I think I blossomed a lot in the last 3 years.
Hmm.
I really took a look at myself, and I identified things that I needed to change as far as my health and well-being,
Hmm.
and I changed those things. And like, I'm a big foodie. So going out to
Yeah.
dinner, wine, eating out like all the time, I changed that. And I was coming home and cooking at home, being more creative, stopped drinking so much. I stopped drinking for a long period of time. And when I did that, all my productivity just went up.
Hmm.
And and because I was more clear-minded, I didn't have brain fog. My body felt better. I wasn't in pain so much because I wasn't like overdoing it and overindulging and just having inflammation pain. I was getting healthier just organically with like
Hmm.
minimal working out. So I just focused on myself and then my mental health got better. And because my mental health got better, my perspective and like my stress and my anxiety went way down. And
Yeah.
then and then it was just open game. And I was like, "Oh, I feel great. I'm productive. I'm I'm a little smarter. I'm a little funnier, like I just was falling in love with myself in this new in this new place I put myself as just being healthier.
Hmm.
And and then I really understood what mentorship is. And I had
Hmm.
some really great people around me. Chef Michael Vacnine is like,
Yes.
I think about him every day when I go to work. I think about him every time I'm thinking about launching a menu and his voice pops in my head. When I'm thinking like, oh man, is this good enough? He's like, his voice comes in my head. He goes, it could be better. You could find something else. You could grow it. Like something's missing. What is it? And like this is the internal conversation I have constantly. Um, so truly I got myself healthier. I
Hmm.
listened to a lot of audiobooks. The three I always tell my team to listen to, anytime I mentor anybody, I say you have to listen to Unreasonable Hospitality,
Yes.
Work Clean,
Hmm.
and Kitchen Confidential.
Oh,
Because
that's fun.
you need a little insight to how it used to be and just that kind of culture, right?
Yeah.
Those three books really changed my life and my perspective of how I operate myself. And if I ever don't know what to say to my team or need motivation for a pre-shift or a training week or something like that, I listen to Unreasonable Hospitality and Work Clean when I'm driving to work. And
Hmm.
it just gets all my creative juices flowing. And it no matter where I start in these audiobooks when I'm driving, whatever topic I start listening to, um, it becomes relevant for what I need to like pass down to my team to get them like remotivated or
Hmm.
back on track. So I've been in the culinary event industry for a really long time. I've worked and gotten to experience all sorts of different events, from high caliber to popping up a tent in a park and selling food. And I've worked for we've worked and gotten to experience working for really talented chefs on and
Hmm.
off the strip and all different styles of cuisine. And I love their stories and I love,
Hmm.
excuse me, I love their stories. I love their work ethic. Like I was a event producer that just was like, oh, what are you cooking? And now I'm like, hi, how do I cook that? Or hey, come try this thing I cooked that you inspired me to do that was inspired by you 4 years ago. And they're like, whoa, you made this? And so now like I'm just evolving constantly. I don't know. But I look at the people around me and I pull motivation from their hard work.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
then I try to put myself in a position to learn and create something from their hard work. And then I learn a lot about myself in
Yeah.
that. And then I just try to teach that down to my team
Yeah.
and get them motivated.
I love how invested you are in improving yourself a little bit each day. How how do you try and convey that to your staff and maybe, encourage them to go on that journey as well?
Uh, I encourage them to try different things. And if they
Hmm.
fail, I say, that's great. So what are you going to do different? I think everything has a positive. I always kind of bring it back to positive. So if they have this idea and they want to workshop this pizza. I go, okay, like, where's your notepad? I kind of just bring it back to simple things so they
Hmm.
don't get overwhelmed and they don't procrastinate and fall off. But I give them the opportunity to like develop that and communicate with me, not only me, like, but their teammates.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, okay, this is my thought. And I'm like, okay, do you think you could do something a little bit more unique? And then they're like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, are you hitting all the sensory things like smell, crunch, are you trying to get a big cheese? Like, I just kind of get them thinking.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about that. And I'm like, try it. And then we'll all try it together. And everybody will give criticism together. And
Yeah.
it's not to make them feel a certain way. It's like, take criticism. Because if you want to open your own pizza restaurant one day and you get a bad review, how are you going to handle that?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I didn't think about that. I'm like, yeah. So if I tell you, you underbaked your pizza, don't get upset. Be like, oh, you're probably right.
Yeah.
I mean, I failing is a good thing, right? Workshopping is a good thing. Not knowing something is a good thing. Hey,
Yeah.
Erica, how would you do this? I don't know. Here's a cookbook. Here, take this. Like
Figure it
literally
out.
give it to them.
Yeah.
And then they go through it and they're like, yeah. I'm like, it's really that easy. I mean,
Yeah.
like all you have to do is you have tools around you. It's not just me. It's not just Chef Zach. It's not Michael Vacnine. You have tools all around you. It's Google. Hey, Google, how do you make, you know, a pesto sauce? Like
Yeah.
it's constant. I just push them to learn and learn and learn and not get boxed in.
Yeah.
People get boxed in. When you lack confidence and you're insecure, you don't move, you freeze. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I tell people all the time, I'm like, zoom out, zoom out. You're just trying to make a pizza. It's okay.
Yeah.
Right? Or just trying to make this cocktail. It's okay. Don't overwhelm yourself. And that seems to work a lot. But I always just tell people like, I'm like a coach. Like I'm a
Yeah.
soft
Yeah.
You seem very good, like a coach. Yeah, absolutely.
coach. They come to me and I'm like, let's do it. You could do it. Practice.
Yeah.
They're just like, really? And I'm like, yeah, let's go. Like, don't waste a bunch of product, but like be thoughtful
Yeah.
and make a system.
Yeah.
Make a system, build a recipe. And if you need help, I'm right here. And because I'm just encouraging them and I give
Hmm.
them an open door to be creative without any repercussion or whatever, like they just elevate, they just take off. And they come back to me later with like a list of things they worked on their own time
Hmm.
because now like because our restaurant is such a space of like we always talk about quality, we always talk about fermentation, we always talk about how can we do better, we always talk about consistency. So this is what we live and breathe, right? This
Hmm.
is all I talk about. I live and breathe this every single day. I'm obsessed, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm obsessed and it's all I talk about, it gets inside of them. And then so when they get excited about a cocktail they want to make or antipasto or a pizza, they're getting obsessed because, hey, if you can get this off the ground and it's really good, guess what? It's going on the menu.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you're a garmonier or a pizza maker or a bartender that made this really cool dish at home. Like, hey, if it makes sense and it aligns with Double Zero, let's put it on the menu.
Yeah. Oh, that's
And now
cool.
they have stake in it, like they're a part of something
Hmm.
versus like this is our menu, make the food, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah. I
be a
love
creative space.
I love that. So we could keep talking forever and ever, but I don't want to hold it. I don't want to grab too much of your time. But we'll end on this is as you develop Double Zero even more now that you kind of are set into your second year and you're looking forward to growing the business and continuing. What's your focus moving forward?
There's so many things. Our focus right now is probably just adding some new, I mean, lunch is a huge focus,
Mhm.
we're gonna we're gonna add some more seasonal kind of specials into play.
Yeah.
And now that I have the team in the kitchen that I have, we have the bandwidth, so we can do those things with proper structure to where, consistency won't fall off. And then we're gonna do an omakase experience. So
Ooh.
that's the next big thing. Lunch again is going to launch tomorrow, and we'll see where we land in 2 weeks. And once I have a team that owns lunch, then we'll move into omakase. And what omakase is going to be like is if you're coming in 4 top, 6 top, or two
Hmm.
top, we'll have like an omakase add-on. And
Oh,
it's literally just bites from the chef team, whoever's there. They'll be thought out, curated bites with the
yeah.
ingredients that we have in house. But once we launch that, we'll start like cycling in some cool ingredients.
Hmm.
Always working with seasonality, always working with our local farmers and stuff. And some of those things that we've been talking about that we're super excited about is like we love to play with, sashimi and crudos, and we can get really we don't have a full-blown kitchen, so we don't have like a fryer, we don't have a
Yeah.
range, so
Yeah.
it makes it a little more challenging to have like how creative can you be with a pizza oven and induction burner.
Yeah.
But yeah, omakase is going to be this cool add-on experience, and eventually it'll be like a big group dining experience. So but that does take myself and another chef to like run that in
Yeah.
in in a fashion that is truly gonna blow people away.
Yeah.
So that's a big project. It's gonna take a lot of thought, energy, and care.
Yeah.
But I think that's gonna be my highlight of the year,
Yeah.
outside of 50 top. It's doing the omakase and getting people to understand, like, holy, I didn't even think you could do pizza omakase. Be like, yeah,
Yeah, you can.
yeah, with a
That's
bunch of other
amazing.
cool bites. Yeah, so that's it. And then just have a really awesome fall and winter.
That's amazing.
I
Well,
can't wait to try it.
I know,
Yeah,
right? And I think that is going to be so in demand. Like, you're going to have people just lining up. There's going to be a huge wait list to be able to have that experience. I just know
that'd be
it.
great. If we
Yeah.
could do a special omakase dinner every night and only have certain seatings that sell out, like
Yeah.
that's a game changer for business for sure.
Well, that is great. Well, we wish you luck with all of those projects. I hope lunch goes well tomorrow and
Yeah,
and moving forward. But and then we'll catch you at Pizza Expo. It's coming up not too far off in the distance. Like it will sneak up on us faster than you could ever imagine, and we'll already be at Expo. So
yeah.
we'll catch you then.
All right. Thank you both. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Erica.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye-bye.